Hey guys, it's Matt from Golden. Matt from GoldenEye. Hey guys, it's Matt from GamersCast, and Nintendo's E3 2011 press conference just wrapped up. Time to tell you guys what exactly happened. Alright, press conference started off, huge Zelda medley of shit. They had a live orchestra playing the Zelda theme, tons of Zelda themes, and then they just went crazy, which really hyped the show up a ton for me. And then they went out there, and they said, straight up, Link's Awakening is coming to DSi, and probably the eShop too, because there's a DSi section on there, and it's going to be free. Not Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening is coming out today, but Legend of Zelda 4 Swords is coming out later on for free from the DSi shop. Link's Awakening is on the Virtual Console of the 3DS shop. Wow, I already put this video off to a terrible, terrible start, but I don't care. 4 Swords for free sounds absolutely amazing. For free with 4-person multiplayer. Multiplayer will probably be wireless download play. That's just my speculation, though. Then they went on, and they said they're releasing a special Zelda Wiimote with Skyward Sword. I want one, but I already have 4 Wiimotes. But I only have 1 Motion Plus, so maybe I'll sell back a Wiimote or so. Anyway, then they announced that they're making a Zelda 25th Anniversary concert series that'll be touring worldwide in every continent, yada yada yada. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D will come with the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D soundtrack for Club Nintendo members who register their PIN number. So that's pretty awesome in my opinion. Alright. Then they went on and they're like, we're going to announce a new console. It's deeper and wider. Like a saggy... Yeah, you know what I'm going to say. So yeah, then they went on and they started going into 3DS. They showed 5 key 3DS titles, all of which we're expecting except for the last one, which was Luigi's Mansion 2, in which case I was like, what the fuck? You know, for a game that was called one of the, like... It was one of the most critically attacked games in the Mario universe, and then they made a sequel to it. I can imagine it being pretty cool psyching up a ghost in 3D, but I'm not entirely on board for it. Mario Kart 3D, for the 3DS is also unveiled, and it's basically basic Mario Kart with hang gliders. I'm not going to question it. 3D Mario doesn't look like anything, like it's too gimmicky. It looks basically like a typical 3D Mario platform, except the only problem is there's no typical 3D Mario platformer. So I guess the closest thing you can look at is Mario 64. It looks like kind of like that, except 3D space, and yeah, you get it. And yeah. So then they had finally started addressing third parties. And at first I wasn't too impressed by their initial third-party montage. They announced that demos of retail and downloadable 3DS titles would be coming to the Nintendo eShop later on this year. Then they started tooting their horn about giving out Excitebike 3D for free and Pokédex 3D for free, which I already have videos of and already came out yesterday, so they're in the past. They're so yesterday. And then my Twitter says it better than anything. They started talking about new console. I'm like, new console, new console, new console. The next tweet was, no. What the fuck? Fuck, they fucked it up. That was my series of the next 4 tweets. Or 3 tweets. Yeah, that was the next 3 tweets. Those were them. You know why? The new console is called Wii U. Which leads me to believe that they're not really abandoning all the philosophy that they had with the original Wii. And that they're just sort of lollygagging over. Because it still has the same name, which Nintendo never does with any of their consoles. I mean, there's NES and Super NES. And then, that's the closest example I can think of. Wii U can stand for anything, because it's about we, and it's about you. That's basically what it means. So I was very, very skeptical at first. And the controller design is exactly like every single other person expected the controller design to be, except they were off on the screen dimensions by 0.2. Yes, it's 6.2 inch screen. So you're going to be holding it and it's going to be like this. Dual circle, it looked like dual circle pads on the controllers. R1, R2 buttons both sides, or I think they're calling it R1 and then Z1 and Z2, and yeah. So controller has accelerometers, gyroscope, front-facing camera, and normal buttons. It's basically like a 3DS shoved onto a chalkboard, mini portable chalkboard. That's basically what it looked like to me. It will support live video chat though, which is kind of cool. And as expected, it's going to stream video from the television set, either to complement or just be a replicate what's on the screen. So let's say you're in Zelda, your controller is basically like the equivalent of the touchscreen on a DS game, which you can use to quickly switch items in and out while the screen is your main thing. Whereas a platformer like Mario, this is just going to be an exact copy, so your dad can watch baseball and you can still play Wii U. And the system will sport a 1080p display. They showed a tech demo of CG bird, very Fable-like flying, and then a fish eating it. Yeah, very Fable-like. But the graphics actually looked absolutely phenomenal, which surprised me. And then they came out of nowhere, and they're like, by the way, Super fucking Smash Brothers. Not just for Wii U, but for 3DS as well. My heart sank. I was like, yes, please don't be anything like Brawl. Anyways, then they're like, and I will show you one game that's coming out. Lego. So, yeah, I don't really have anything to say about Lego. Then they showed a montage of all the third parties who are on board with it, and this is what got me excited. Irrational Games is on board, EA, Ubi, tons of things. Irrational, that leads me to, by the way he was talking, it made me think that BioShock might be coming out for it. He didn't say anything, but it sounded like it. Then Ubi came out and was like, Assassin's Creed, and we're like, whoa! And then Batman Arkham City's coming out for it. Darksiders coming out for it. Dirt. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. Tekken. Ninja Gaiden 3. And then it started to look like there was more hope yet. They went on to introduce how it was going to, the new controller would complement Madden. How you could call plays on the controller. Then they went on to showed FIFA briefly. And then they were like, Battlefield motherfucking 3. So that's going to be awesome, except they didn't make it, they sort of suggested it was going to come out, but they didn't necessarily say it, because the console comes out next year. Battlefield 3 allegedly comes out this year, but it looks, but they did show Battlefield 3 footage, which leads me to believe Battlefield 3 will be on Wii U, which is surprising. And then they finished up the show, and then they're like, all these titles started quickly popping up on screen, so quickly that no one could see them, but I saw one thing that pissed me off. Mario Party 9. Not many people caught that. I did. Because a bunch of titles started popping up. I was very upset. Also, you can view 3D trailers now on 3DS eShop for retail and downloadable games. Why Mario Party 9? Alright, here's my wrap-up. Basically, Nintendo's conference wasn't as revolutionary as I thought. I think they came out a bit too strong Zelda, because Zelda is my all-time favorite franchise, so they started me up here and sort of eased me down a bit. So I started with these, the beginning was absolutely phenomenal, just because they're giving out 4 swords for free. I already had 4 swords on GBA, but the thing is, I could never find anyone else who also had the game who I could link with, so that was kind of disappointing. So I was never actually able to play that one. Maybe now I can actually play it, and it'll all be fun and good. Who knows? What else is there to say? The Wii U looks very interesting. It looks like it could be... I'm not dismissing it right away, as quickly as I was last time, but I'm not as eager to jump into this one as I was with the original Wii. So I want to see how many more third parties actually go on board with this. I want to see a lot, and I probably won't cave in for that until Zelda comes out. And they did show some concept Zelda footage for Wii U, which looked absolutely fucking fantastic, and it looked like the Twilight Princess art style we know, in 1080p graphics, which is fantastic, and Link slicing a spider. But yeah, I won't say it's an absolutely fantastic conference, but it was a very interesting conference. As for who won E3, it wasn't Microsoft, but it's a toss-up between Sony and Nintendo at this point. What do you guys think? Comment below. Let me know what you think. I'll have more E3 coverage this week. I'm Matt Golson from GamersCast. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be sure to catch you guys next time.